Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Ignorant Intellectual on Media. Today, I thought we'd do something different. My daughter and I have been watching movies lately um, because she knows a bit about the movies that have been out, in the last few years, and I know movies going back to the 1920s, 1930s. So I thought I'd introduce her to the older movies, and she could introduce me to the newer movies, right? Um, and we did that for a bit, and then I was on Amazon, and there's this company. It's called Innovati, and they have this poster. They call it the top 100 movies, the ultimate collection. It's a scratch-off poster. You put it on the wall, or you put it on the table, or whatever, and you can scratch off. They have a list of the 100 top movies of what they think are the great movies. And I thought that would be an interesting thing to do with my daughter, where we'd watch each one of the 100 movies and then do a short review on it, what we thought about the film, and whether you know, it should be considered one of the top 100 movies. I guess it's more American centric or whatever, but it's overall it's a good list. But I thought it'd be fun to do, like 100 videos of all the top 100 movies that they think are the top 100 movies. Do a little review on each. So that's what this is. So this is the first episode. I thought I'd do a little introduction before the first episode, and then you'll see the actual video with the poster on the wall and everything else, right? So, all right. So without further ado, here's myself and my daughter doing a review on the first of the 100 films. All right, and you have a great day. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Ignorant Intellectual on Media. I'm here with my daughter Angela. Say hi, Angela. And this is our first episode of the top 100 movies of all time. We're going to watch all 100 of them, and we're going to start at number 100 and go up to number 1. And then we're going to have a short conversation about what we liked or disliked about the films. All right, so the first one is number 100, is Groundhog Day. Now, Groundhog Day was a 1993 film, if I remember correctly, directed by Harold Ramis, starring Bill Murray and Andy McDowell and Chris. I can't remember the other guy, the driver of the vehicle. Chris something, I can't remember his name. Anyway, so the film is a romantic comedy. Basically, it's about Bill Murray being a weatherman, and he works for a small channel in Pittsburgh, and he travels to a small town called, what was it called? Pexatani, maybe, Pennsylvania, to witness Groundhog Day, which is February 2nd, if I remember correctly, in the film. And they have a groundhog there. If he sees his shadow, then there's going to be 6 more weeks of winter. If he doesn't, then it's going to be a short winter, and spring's going to start soon or whatever, right? So he hates it. He's like a cynical type of guy, going to this small podunk town that he doesn't like. And Andy McDowell plays his producer, and Chris, whatever his last name is his cameraman, all right? And basically, it's a time loop film where he ends up re-experiencing Groundhog Day for like over and over and over again, right? So Harold Ramis did a good job. My opinion of the movie, Harold Ramis did a good job. How he did a good job with it the most is, you can imagine that if you have a film that repeats itself, that the first time is interesting, the second time might be a little bit interesting, but the third and fourth and fifth, if it repeats the same thing over again, it's going to get boring, and it would make the film boring, right? But what Ramis does is he, keeps it entertaining, changes things. Bill Murray ends up going through what it would be, like the 5 stages of death almost. It was, you know what I mean? But it was like he's, at the beginning, he's like denying it, and then, he finally at the end accepts it, and then he's an ass at the beginning. He starts doing, basically he starts like learning about the girls in the town, and introducing himself like he already knows them when he doesn't, to try to get them in bed. Yeah, and then he starts doing stupid shit, Then my favorite part is when he decides he's going to kill himself, and he kills himself like 3 or 4 different times, when he just wakes up and then the next morning alive again. And then by the end of the film, he realizes that he's in love with his producer and he wants to do everything good, and he starts helping people, and then he gets out of the time loop. So I guess that's the moral of the story. What did you think of it?
Well, I thought that at first, well, obviously he's a jerk, but I don't think that he was aware of it. So the repetition of the days were kind of like a reflection back to him. It was like giving him a chance to see him the way other people saw himself, by the way that he was getting rejected, he was getting slapped by the producer, and at the end of the movie, like he realized that, yeah, like I am kind of a jerk, and he tried to change his ways. Then he realized that that was the key to breaking the cycle. So yeah, I really liked the movie. I didn't like the part where the old man had to die and he tried to save him multiple times because it was just sad. It was really sad. But my favorite part would be him punching that high school friend.
Yeah, the insurance
Yeah,
salesman.
the life insurance guy where when he kept just bothering him and he just had enough of it. So yeah, that was really funny.
So all right, so that's Groundhog Day from 1993, which is this one right here. So we're going to scratch it off. Let's see what's underneath it. All right, so we're going to scratch number 100.
What is that? That's supposed to mean.
It's a loop, right? It's infinity.
Oh, but why is it 6?
I don't know. I don't know why they put a 6. Maybe he looped 6 times.
No, it doesn't.
Okay, so that's 6 o'clock. Remember the
Oh,
clock,
that's funny.
the digital clock or whatever.
Yeah.
He always woke up at 6 o'clock. So that's kind of cool. All right, so that's number 100. Number 99 is Jaws. So we'll do a review of Jaws when we watch that film. All right. Um, you have a great day. If you liked the video, leave me a thumbs up. Think about subscribing. And I'll talk to you in my next video with my daughter. And bye for now.